Welcome. I'm explaining my waist beads art. Each strand is uniquely made. No strand is alike. They may have the same intentions, but no strand of beads is exactly the same as another. They may look much alike, but I do that because I want them to be unique. And it's like having an original of every painting. Like, I could duplicate it, sure, but you know, when you're in a creative space, you want to just keep it authentic. And even after I make them, because it's a meditational process, really, when you're in the process of creating and doing art, and this is art for me. So I wanted to present them to you, though, because each of them has, you know, kind of a story or what they're about. And I have like 5 or 6 different ones here that I've posted for sale in the stories. And if you're interested in any of the beads, you're welcome to DM me in regards to the length of them. I suggest that you use or get a measuring tape to know how many inches you are around the place that you want to wear them. I have actually had waist beads turn into chest beads because they rolled up. So, I mean, hey, this is life we live in. And anyway, measuring tape to measure yourself. Do you want to wear them under your, right on your, you know, top of your waist? Do you want to wear them around your belly? Or do you want to wear them over your burning bush? It's up to you. Wherever you like, wherever it's comfortable. I started off wearing mine down by the burning bush because they're easier to kind of blend with not just my extra love, but with when you're wearing sleek clothing. So because they're semi-permanent. Once you've placed them on, the only way to really get them off is if you shrink out of them or if you cut them off. And then the ones that I make that are custom are seasonal in regards to where you are spiritually, because they're based on a spiritual reading. And of course, like spirit changes, the energy in which you are harboring or which you're going through, your transformation and your spiritual growth will change as well. I mean, so the beads will change, your story will change, right, as you grow on your journey. And they may pop off in the oddest of places. It's so amazing. But anyway, so I wanted to come on and show you what I had and explain them. I guess I'll do this ever so often when I do get in the process of creating, just to kind of show my artwork. And the first one I have up to bat is the Christmas heart. And I'm going to be doing a Christmas special tomorrow on Christmas Eve, talking about the meaning, the spiritual meaning of Christmas, aside from all the holly folly information you've received over the conditioning of your lifetime about Christmas. I'm gonna break this down from a spiritual standpoint. But anyway, this is the Christmas heart. This is what everybody's supposed to have during this time of year, supposedly, is love, compassion, forgiveness, and oh no, this is the Mo 3. I'm sorry. This is the Mo 3. I call it the Mo 3 because he was in my ear being Casanova when I made this. And I put his song on the story when I posted these and took a picture of them. You ain't gotta like me, I like myself. You ain't gotta love me, I love myself. So yeah, he was in my ear with all that when I created this strand. And this is rich in love. I'm sorry, my apologies. This is rich in love. And it is made with unakite stones. Again, the stone is for the heart chakra. It's for the physical heart as well as the chakra. Compassion, love, healing, blood flow, pumping, the heart. And there's your unakite stones. It has 2 stones on it. and it's rich. I want to tell you the story behind them and why they are the way they are. And I used different color greens in this strand to represent the levels of the heart chakra, because there are levels in every chakra. There's multiple levels. There's levels to this. So you have different color greens to represent that. And then you know what? Let me turn on this light. Maybe it'll make it a little bit. Hey. Woo, yeah, there we go. Yes, that's why I had to redo this whole video over again, because I had to give you the light. Okay. And it also has gold in it. This is Rich in Love. Rich in Love strand with 2 unakite stones. And the beads can be worn as Elekes for men or waist beads for women. If you are a female desiring to order these to wear them as waist beads, I would suggest you use a measuring tape to measure yourself, because this one's probably about 36 to 37 inches in beads. What you want to do when you wear them is when you tie them, and tie to size means if you're smaller, like you're only 32 inches in the waist, instead of the 36, you would tie them, according to where you want to wear them, but you would tie them and cut off those 4 inches of beads so that, let me try to get this together. When you tie them, there's no gaps. There's no gaps in your strand. Let me try that again. Okay. Right? There'll be no gaps. They'll be all tightly together. So your other inches will be cut off once you tie them around your waist. That's what I mean by tie to size. Okay? So up to 36 inches or 37 inches. I'm not sure. I don't remember which one this is, but up to 36 inches. If you are larger than 36 inches, 37 inches, whichever this is, then, and I would tell you if you contact me if you're interested in purchasing them, then you would only have, like, say, for instance, you're 35 inches and this is 37, you're probably going to be going to take a couple of these, or you may want to tie them where they're loose fitting around you, depending on where you wear them around your body. Okay. But when you tie them to size, you're going to tie them so that there's no gaps in between. And if you're, okay, that wasn't a good example because I don't have them wrapped around, but let me try that again, Hoppo. You would tie them so that there are no gaps in your strand. Okay, all the way like that. So if you have to tie them down, again, for instance, if you are 24 inches and you have 36 inches of beads, well, okay, you're going to be cutting off a lot of extra beads, and you can make a bracelet out of it or whatever you want to. So you'll be going down, and then you'll be tying them. And you'll be tying them to size. And now you have these to cut off, okay? Because there should be no gaps in your strand. That's what I mean. All right, so after the Rich in Love, I have the, this kind of, I'm going to save the best last. It's like one of my favorites here. But what I was talking about in the beginning of this one is the first strand is the heart chakra. Different color greens again you have, because there's levels. It's levels within the chakra. Levels to this. Levels in the heart chakra. And that's what the variation of greens represent. And then you have another unakite stone to help you in healing that chakra. Okay? These have 2 unakite stones as well. I have 2 of those. Although, even though I have 2 of them, they are not alike. They are different. Every bead on there It's not the same as the beads on the other strand. In no way. It's no way possible. Okay? Because they're stirred up and prayed over and mixed up. And I put them on there and I'm focusing and that's how I string them up. Anywho, then there's the melanated roots strand for your root chakra and connection to your ancestors. And this one has a appreciated jasper on it. It is red with variations of brown for melanin representation. Red for us to be rooted in our ancestry. And there's purple on there for the royalty of us. And also there's orange for the nurturing and mother figure. The sacral, representing the sacral chakra in there. And that's what those colors represent in this strand. Okay? With a appreciated jasper stone. I have 2 of those. And I have 1 Melanin Magic. The Melanin Magic. And they're all average between 36 and 38 inches. Except for otherwise noted. The Wisdom strand that I'll be telling you about. And also one of my favorites. The All This Love is 52 inches. 52 inches. And I'll tell you why. The Melanin Magic strand has a amethyst stone. It also has variations of brown or melanin for representation of melanin in it. It also has like the peacock colors within it too to represent the magic and transformation of us and the way we adjust royally to situations, our creativity. It's the manifesto of it all, you know. So that is the Melanin Magic strand with 1 amethyst stone. Okay. And the amethyst stone is also good for psychic abilities too. It also helps with prophetic dreams. It's also a protection stone. So you can do your research and look that stone up and its value spiritually for yourself. I also have here it's the very basic strand. It doesn't have a crystal or stone on it. It's for somebody who just wants WaistBeads because they're cute, really. It was a and I didn't do a there's no crystal or stone on it. Just like there ain't no Santa. And I call this one Santa. Cause it ain't no Santa. Santa. So, and I was just playing along here with this strand. It's red with white, represents the wisdom. There's our ancestors and our magic. The wisdom of our ancestors and being rooted and grounded. The color red. Yeah. Papa had a hand in this one too. Because, you know, he likes red and white. And he was chilling with me on the couch when I was making this strand. Smoking. So, you know, he likes his red and white. Speaking of which, I made for him this candy cane strand. And, oh, here it goes. I made this for Papa Leg, but he like, make me one. He's such a little jokester. He be trying to be funny, but he's super sweet. And so it gave me the idea too. And then it just so happens also, nothing is by coincidence, right? That a gentleman asked me, well, can I wear them for around my neck? And I was like, absolutely, certainly, in Elekes fashion or style. But they're not Elekes, but there's not another word. And Elekes mean necklace, sort of. But anyway, so I call them that. For that reason, but you know, he likes his red and white, and it represents a candy cane. He likes peppermint, and he walks with a cane when he's seen or depicted as an old man. So this is for Papa. Also, he is the gatekeeper, the opener. He clears the roadways of you know, your path, right? When you ask him for something, Papa Lek Bovri Baye, open the gates. And so that's also what this represents. And the clear course, clearing the energy, the pathway to open the gates for you. And that's what he had me put on there. And there's 3 clear quartz crystals on this strand. So if you're interested in that for Papa, from Papa, feel free to inbox me any interest in the sale of my waist beads, because I don't have a website for them. Yeah, that part. So, anywho, excuse me 1 second. Okay, so coming to one of the last strands is the Goddess Sophia strand. This is the wisdom strand. And I'm telling you, this is super angelic. And I'm telling you about my experience with the Goddess Sophia. I was so drunk one night. And I asked my friend, it was a long, long time ago. And an angel ascended over me and wrapped me up. I asked my girlfriend, I was like, did you come and put a blanket over me? She was like, no. I was in my bed drunk as fuck. Like, no. And so it was a black angel. It was the most beautiful angel I've ever seen in my life. It was very foggy, but I thought it was because I was drunk. Anywho, Goddess Sophia, Goddess of Wisdom. She is the Goddess of Wisdom. She is the wisdom of the Loa. She is the wisdom of our ancestors. She is the wisdom of the gods. God wisdom. So everybody got to go through her. She is the supreme, all knowledgeable one. All knowledgeable one. Not the one you want. Sophia is often depicted as a white lady, but right? But she's melanated. Anywho, she is all knowing in everything. She knows the hairs on your head. She knows everything. But this wisdom, which represents the crown chakra as well, has howlite stone on it and silver for the goddess. The color of goddess, silver represented. And this one is 44 inches in length. Howlite stone. It has like some gray strides in it, sort of. Silvery looking, or gray strides in the stone. Okay, so horrible video. I apologize. But you get the picture. Anyway, these glow. If you look in the highlights of my story, the highlights from my stories for the waist beads, you'll see this one glowing off of the camera. It is amazing. Super angelic. You know, Goddess of Wisdom, Angel of Wisdom. And my favorite is All This Love. In the last video, I was singing that song in the beginning before anybody came on. But I'm glad you guys are joining me. This is All This Love. And I created this for a more full-size queen in mind. And because larger size women, even though, you know, we pump them up and everything, they deserve the same love as all you little skinny bitches, basically. So anywho, this is 52 inches in length in beads, not a string. Strings is longer, of course. Okay. And All This Love it has a multitude of green as well as yellow for empowerment, solar plexus, energy, some color therapy, right? It also has gold for richness or wealth of love. And it also has some purple for the wisdom. And it also has some orange for the sacral chakra, the mothering and nurturing and divine feminine energy of the goddess. It has some green jewels. It has 3 of those. And then it has citrine crystals. 2 citrine crystals. Okay. And again, if you're interested in purchasing any of the waist beads, make sure you DM me about them, and make sure you measure yourself. Use a tape measure to find out how many inches you are, where you want to wear them, how many inches you need, so that you can tie them to size. Okay. Yeah, this is All This Love. And I had this one playing to the DeBarge song, All This Love, in the storyline. Okay. So I had to do this video all over again. I did it maybe about 20-30 minutes ago, right before this one, and then my phone died, so I couldn't save it. So I was like, whoa. So thank you for rejoining me if you're rejoining me about that. But I just pretty much had to do it all over again. Although the first time was so much more fun because you have people who actually asking questions and kind of interacting, and you know, that's which makes it a little bit more fun and stuff like that. And I just felt like I'm making these waist beads, but you know, people are like, oh, waist beads. But there's so much more than just waist beads, because this is an art for me, and it's the way that I meditate, and it's the way I give back to the universe, my energy. These are very energy filled. They're made with intentions, and I am scrambling them all up. It's going to take me forever to untangle these. I'm going to work on that tonight before I go to sleep. And also, so that you know, these waist beads can also be worn as Elekes for men. Okay. And I call them Elekes because there's just not another word for it. So don't you E5 cultists come after me on some BS, all right? Anywho, all this love. I've got the heart chakra. I've got root chakra. Ancestral related waist beads to get, you know, stay grounded in your ancestry and in your discovering your ancestry, or wherever you are in that part of your journey. That's for you. And so if you're interested in ordering them, please, thank you, Mrs. Begg. Thank you so much, Zola Buds. They are made with intentions and made with a lot of love. And I don't paint. I bead. And I make them so that people are on their journey. They have a story to tell about them. And that's what they're about. You know, they're not just to, you know, African waist beads because it's a fashion or a fad and, you know, everybody's wearing them. But it's for a story. You know, all artwork tells a story, and it's very closely to God related to me. Again, get you a measuring tape. You can find one in a kit at a dollar store, at a little sewing or stitch kit or whatever. And measure yourself in inches, please, to tell me how many inches you are. Start with 0, wherever you want to wear them. I mean, I'm going to be honest, mine turned into chest beads. They rolled up because she grew. And, you know, she blew up a little bit, so they had rolled up. But I prefer typically to wear them above my burning bush. Not to snag any of my bush when it grows back after waxing, and I'm just being real. Okay? But I prefer to wear them there because they're a little more discreet and sleeker when the lower you wear them, if that makes sense. And I don't add a whole bunch of bulkiness to them so that they don't fit uncomfortably on you. Because if you wear them too tight, or if you wear them with all those unrounded stones, or, you know, kind of abstract shaped stones, I start poking you and getting on your nerves, and you want to be able to take them off. And I want you to feel this healing. I want you to get the healing energy from these stones, this color therapy, these energy crystals, so that you have a constant energy or frequency vibing within you in your healing process and in your spiritual growth process. That's what these are about. So, I mean, anybody can string up beads, right? But I'm making this with such powerful intentions that I hope that I know you will feel their worth and value on your journey. Okay. So if you have any questions, feel free to DM me. I'm going to go ahead and close this one for the night. Thank you for joining me again. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on YouTube for my Christmas special. I'll break down Christmas and in a spiritual context. And that's going to be the Voodoo Love Goddess on YouTube, okay? You guys have a good night. Thanks for showing up. Peace.